So first time we saw that Honorable Prime Minister of India went abroad and he had campaigned for presidential candidate abroad and he has formed the government there. But suddenly the president, after becoming president, the friend of Modi ji, after becoming president, attacked against Indians. What is your question, Hussain ji? Now it is about monitoring of Indian students abroad, post-conflict escalations, etc. Sir, question is whether government has any airplane available to bring people back. I will not allow. Nothing to go on record, please. The question is unrelated. Nothing going on record. I'm telling you what the question is about. Monitoring of Indian students abroad, post-conflict escalation. This is the question. This is the subject. Don't ask anything else. Honorable Minister, please.
Please.
Sir, there was no supplementary ask relevant to the question. However, the member, as is apparently a party attitude, keeps uttering lies in the House. Lies. The Prime Minister did not campaign for anybody. This is not the first time this party takes this position. So I urge him to withdraw this.
No, आप जानते हैं.
You are aware, Honorable Member, Rule 238, Pramod ji, you know, any constitutional position holder cannot have allegations leveled just like that. You will have to take permission from Honorable Chairman. I have already told, nothing to go on record. Second supplementary, if you ask, it has to be related to the question, I will allow. Please take your seat otherwise. Second supplementary now, if you want. Shakti Singh Gohel ji, please take your seat now.
Sir, Nasir Hussain ji, आपका
Nasir Hussain ji, the question, please keep in mind while asking second supplementary. Nasir ji. Sir, please. Question, please.
Sir, madam.
Please.
Sir, second, Sir.
Please. Second सवाल आप इससे जुड़ा.
You have to ask a question related to the original question. I'll allow only that. Nothing else.
Foreign minister cannot use an unparliamentary
No,
word
it
called
will
lies.
not go on record.
I am
First
asking the
question. Second question.
I was lying. How can you say that I was lying?
Second question.
Sir, the second question is whether the ministry has engaged with foreign governments to ensure protection of Indian students from discrimination or targeted violence in conflict-affected regions. Do they have a real-time data? What is the plan for evacuation? And especially in context of US,
your question is over. Your question is over.
They should tell.
Honorable Minister, please.
Sir, the government carefully monitors the number of students in all foreign countries. We also carefully monitor their welfare. Wherever there is a situation of any tension or likelihood of violence, we alert students, as we had done in Ukraine. Where there is a requirement for us to take any further steps, like running a flight for their rescue or any other situation like that, we are prepared. We always have contingency plans for that.
Thank you. Dr. Fauzia Khan. Please, nothing is going on record.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can the minister please clarify the Indian government's official position on this issue and outline the interventions that we are planning to protect the affected Indian students regarding their safeguards for academic progress, financial investments, future prospects? How is the government going to plan for this, sir? And also one more thing I would like to ask the external minister, sir, that President Trump has made a statement on the Gaza Strip today, occupying of the Gaza Strip. Sir, what is India's stand on this? The entire world has retaliated otherwise.
Please.
Sir, the first supplementary, yes, we take a number of measures. For example, my own answer has given in detail what we did in the case of Ukraine. We allowed students to transfer to third countries. We allowed them, in many cases, depending on the year concerned, to do their classes online. We allowed them to do their practicals in India, in exception of the rules. So depending on the situation, we have been very sympathetic, we have been very responsive. All embassies and all ambassadors have been told to take a special interest in the welfare of students. Whenever there is a situation, another example in my answer is that of Israel. There were about 900 students at the time when the Hamas attack happened. We brought back many of them, and many of them have since gone back. The numbers have grown. I want to assure, sir, the honorable member through you, that the welfare of students is something very close to the government's heart. Every embassy today is very proactive in that regard. Regarding the second supplementary, sir, it is not related to the question.
Honorable M. Thambi Durai, fourth supplementary.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. Minister has replied in his reply, because you know that most of our Indian students to get a medical education, they are going abroad. Because now we are facing that kind of crisis, there are some people who leave, they have to rehabilitate. For that, he mentioned National Medical Commission is no objection if they are transferring the students for Indian universities also. If they conduct the exam based on the examination, what is test examination. Sir, I am thankful for Honorable Prime Minister. He announced 75,000 medical seats are going to create in India now. And also, for example, if you take Tamil Nadu, during our Edapadi Palyan's 23 medical colleges opened,
be brief.
with the help of the central government also 11 opened. Because strength has to be increased when the college is coming. My question is whether the external minister will persuade the NMC to increase the intake of the medical colleges, have a special program, then only based on the test that I want to know.
Please be brief. Please.
That is, I want to know, sir.
Thank you.
So
Not political state.
the supplementary does not directly pertain to my ministry. My understanding is that the number of medical colleges in the country have roughly doubled in the last 10 years. So there are many more opportunities for students. We understand that there are many more aspirants, but where my ministry is concerned, sir, those students who do go abroad for education, it is our duty, it is our obligation to look after their welfare, and I would like to assure the honorable member through you that we are very much cognizant and sincere about it.
Mani Santosh Kumar P. Fifth supplementary.
Almost all parts of the world, either in Germany or in Canada. So do we have any idea of the exact number of students who are studying abroad, and what about the quality of these universities where Indian students are studying?
Sir, I would like to inform the honorable member through you, sir, that we have a rough idea of the number of students because we encourage them to register. But all students do not necessarily do that. They are roughly in excess of about 10 lakhs. In terms of the quality of universities, what many embassies do is on their website, they put up advisories. If there are universities, there are some countries where there were cases of fraudulent admission. We issue cautions in the website so that students who are planning to go to any country, they will naturally go to the website and check up, and they will be suitably warned. It is a very legitimate concern which the honorable member has raised. Students today need to be aware which are the good universities, which are not, which are universities which have some negative issue in the past, and our websites try to address that.
Thank you. Question number 33, Sri Y. Venkat Subba Reddy.
Question number 33, sir.
Mani Mantri ji.
इनके पटल पे रखा है.
The answer has been laid on the table of the House.
To know from the Honorable Minister if the government has conducted any assessment on the impact of these tourism projects on local employment and economic growth. If so, what are the expected job creation numbers and infrastructure improvements in the selected sites? Supplementary number 1, sir.
माननीय सभापति. Honorable Chairman, sir. The question which has been asked by the honorable member is about the tourism projects and its post its sanction, how many jobs have been created. I think the context in which the honorable member has asked the question is the special assistance to state CUTs for capital investment scheme. And since we have very recently sanctioned these projects and we have taken into consideration 5 things: tourism ecosystem, connectivity to the site, carrying capacity and sustainability measures. So these 4 things have been taken into account while giving sanction. But wherever we have growth in tourism potential in any place, then it automatically leads to employment generation.
एग्जैक्ट नंबर एस्टिमेट करना मुझे लगता
And I think it is too early to make exact estimation about job creation, but definitely the places where these projects have been identified in the future, there is going to be bigger footfall.
destinations from the established destinations. So certainly, when we create some infrastructure, tourism infrastructure, or establish a new tourism product, introduce a new tourism product, certainly the job creation with the footfall of the increasing footfall of the tourists, it increases. And I wish and we hope and we expect that that the manifold job creation is going to happen.
Second supplementary.
Sir, with the coast, 950 kilometers long coast in Andhra Pradesh, has huge potential to develop tourism, sir. Sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, are there any plans by the Ministry to include some of the beach stations to develop under this capital investment development of tourism centers in Andhra Pradesh? And sir, under temple tourism, how many places have been identified in Andhra Pradesh for development under this scheme, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद सभापति.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir.
Really, the project proposals are to be identified, the projects are to be identified and proposals are to be developed by the state governments. So that beach tourism, if any project is being deemed fit by the state government, they can send the project proposals to the government under the various schemes which are available. Looking towards the finances and the scope, we consider the projects and then we grant the assistance. As far as the Prasad scheme is concerned, which Honorable Member have mentioned about, there are 4 projects in Andhra Pradesh under the Prasad scheme have been sanctioned so far. Development of pilgrim amenities at Amravati, development of Sri Sailam Temple, development of pilgrimage amenities at Sri Vardha Lakshmi Narsimha Swami Vari Devasthanam at Simhanchala, development of pilgrimage tourism infrastructure at Annavaram Temple Town. All of these projects are complete and financial progress is bearing development of pilgrimage tourism infrastructure at Annavaram Temple. All the projects are complete and financial assistance have been provided 100%.
Thank you. Professor Manoj Kumar Jha.
शुक्रिया.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, in this question, sir, the question is more about a request, making a request. And I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that in our Bihar we have Buddhist circuit and Jain circuit, and then we also have Shakti Kendras. And for that, whether Bihar government has given any proposal, and if not, whether the center on its own will take some initiative in this regard. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, I have full respect for the views expressed by the honorable member, and as I have said while replying to the previous question, that basically it is the states who have to give the primary proposal, and if any such a proposal comes from government of Bihar, and if it is within the framework of the rules, that can certainly be considered. And sometimes what happens that honorable members write directly to Government of India for certain proposal, and even in that case, under the rules, we send it back to the state government and we take their view, and if we get any such proposal, the same procedure will be followed.
Thank you, sir. So the question is about the special assistance to states for capital investment, the SACI scheme. So under this scheme, sir, the union government has given 172 crores to Andhra Pradesh, 147 crores to Bihar, 151 crores to Gujarat, 200 crores to Madhya Pradesh, and 154 crores to Uttar Pradesh. This is according to an answer tabled by the Honorable Minister in the Loksattha. So not a single rupee has been given to the state of West Bengal, and the union government has not covered. No, let me come to my question, sir. The union government has not covered a single tourism site in Bengal under this. So my question overall to the minister is, please state why the union government is constantly ignoring Bengal and giving a stepmotherly treatment when it comes to giving union government funds, not just funds we deserve, but also our dues from the central government.
Thank you. माननीय मंत्री.
मैं अत्यंत खेद के
Sir, with a deep sense of regret, I would like to reply that the honorable member has just now tried to put a question mark on the intention of the government of India. Sir, we have given at least 4 references. We have sent at least 4 written references to West Bengal government. I personally took up this matter, but even then there was no project proposal was sent by government of West Bengal. And as I have said, that it is the role of the state government, and I would like to say that we are not committing any stepmotherly treatment. Rather, it is the fault of the state government.
Sir, through you, I ask to Honorable Minister, capital investment scheme के माध्यम से
Sir, through capital investment scheme for hilly tourism also, whether you have given some funds? Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, the special assistance scheme, and under that scheme, the projects which have been sanctioned for the Himalayan region, we have considered some projects, and as far as night tourism is concerned, we have not received any such proposal. But even then, if there is any thing like that, any night tourism or safari tourism, if any such proposal comes to us, we will certainly consider that.
माननीय मंत्री जी.
Answer has been laid on the table of the House. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, through you, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that in Jharkhand, till now, none of the towers which have been sanctioned, they have been made operational. What is the reason behind that, and when, whether any time limit has been fixed for making them operational? Sir, the honorable member has asked a very important question in this House, and I would like to categorically state that first of all, we are having a government today in the country under the leadership of Modi ji, which is not only committed for holistic development of the tribal areas and left-wing affected areas, and Pradhan Mantri Jan Man Yojana is basically for those rural tribal dominated areas, and there we are not only providing telecommunication facilities, but we are also providing health and sanitation for drinking water facilities, and holistically we are going to provide solution in these 25,000 villages, and the cabinet has already passed a scheme for these villages in November 2023, and for that 24,000 crore rupees have already been sanctioned only for tribal areas. And in pursuance of that, in July 2024, the Tribal Affairs Ministry sent a list to us where towers had to be put up, mobile towers had to be put up, and the survey was already done by our ministry, and under the survey we found that we identified about 2,590 villages where we are going to install 1,716 towers. They are spread in 15 states, and they are going to cover 3 schemes. And not only villages, but even tolas and majras are included. And in some of the villages, we are having the problems regarding to basic facilities. But I am glad to report that out of these 2,590 villages, in 901 villages, these towers have already been installed, and out of 1,716 towers, more than 519 towers have already been installed. It means within 6 months the survey was made complete. They were identified, and 35% towers have already been installed in a record time. So what the Honorable Prime Minister has said, that in the 3rd term we are going to work with 3 times more energy and with 3 times more speed, and this is what the Telecommunication Ministry is doing in Jharkhand. And about Jharkhand, for the entire state, 1,987 towers have been identified in 471 villages, and in the 8 towers are going to be installed in those areas which are still left out, but we are facing some problem with regard to allocation of land, and Jharkhand government is not cooperating in this, and there are some locations which are inaccessible, and but we are very much on our job. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that in Jharkhand, Giridih, Gumla, Latehar, Lohardaga, and Western Sihbhum districts are basically left-wing affected. Whether you have any additional budget for them, because in those areas people are facing many problems pertaining to mobile connectivity.
All the left-wing affected areas, sir, we have 2 schemes. One with 2,400 crores that was started in May 2024. And then left-wing affected areas number 2 with 2,200 crores that was started in October 21, sir. Both of them are supposed to be completed middle of 2025. So this includes all the left-wing affected areas, not only the Jharkhand. Thank you.
Thank you. Mani Randeep Singh Surjewala.
Priya Chairman, sir.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir.
से जुड़े हुए.
Sir, mobile towers are basically related to affordability and usability. Sir, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister through you, sir, whether the Honorable Minister is aware that recently on 3rd July 2024, all the cell phone companies, they have in a concerted manner increased the mobile telephone tariff, and the total number of customers is about 119 crore, and they are going to bear an additional burden of 34,000 crore rupees, and whether the government has taken cognizance of this fact that these companies who are increasing the tariff in an arbitrary manner, whether the government is going to take any action in this regard. Sir, I would like to thank Randeep ji that he has given me an opportunity to inform through this house the entire country that in the last 10 years, the total ecosystem of telecommunication, how it has changed under the leadership of Modi ji and this BJP government. I would like to give some example. In 2014, we had about 90 crore customers using mobile phones. You please do not speak while sitting. Sir, Jairam ji finds it difficult to digest the facts. And sir, I truly believe that Randeep ji is very much capable of making his own points and he does not need any help. Sir, we had about 90 crore customers in 2014 and today their number is about 116 crore. And if we talk about internet penetration, then we had 25 crore customers in 2014. Today we have about 97.4 crore customers. I am coming to the question, Randeep ji. And now if I talk about broadband, there were only 25 crore customers out of the population of 140 crore, and today their number has gone up to 92 crore. And it is true that when the number of customers goes up, it is very much important that the government keeps a check on the tariffs. And I would like to inform him that in 2014, if you made a call, 1 minute call on mobile phone, it would have cost you 50 paise. Today, after 10 years, 1 minute call will cost you only 3 paise. It means that there has been a total reduction of 94% in the cost structure with regard to telephone uses. And I would like to also inform him that the cost of broadband was 270 rupees per GB in 2014. Today per GB cost after 10 years is about 9 rupees 70 paise. So there has been a reduction of 93% in this regard also. And sir, let me add further that today, no, you are not allowed to speak. Sir, today India is providing the cheapest data in the entire world, and that has been achieved under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister. And as regards the issue raised by Randeep Surjewala ji, let me be very categorical that it is true that there has been an increase of 10% in the cost structure, but why this has been done?
Companies.
If the telecom companies today under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, the fastest rollout of 5G has happened in the country, if we talk about the entire world, and 82% of the population has been covered by 5G. That means that 4.5 lakh crore rupees have been invested. And if 4.5 lakh crore rupees have been invested, then those who are investing, should they not get any return? If the cost of the call has become 3.5 paisa, then you should also see that we have the cheapest rates for data as well as voice. India is the country offering the cheapest rates on data and voice.
My specific question to the Honourable Minister has a brief preface, and I'll be quick. Odisha is home to the largest number of particularly vulnerable tribal groups in India. And the answer also says that PVTG is probably a part of the habitation. So out of the 426 habitations, 61 have been completed. My question is, how many of these habitations belong to particularly vulnerable tribal groups in Odisha? How many have been completed? And by when all of it would be completed? Thank you.
Thank you. Mandi Mantri.
Sasmit Bhai has asked a very pertinent question, and it goes back to the answer I gave in response to the first supplementary. The Prime Minister has very clearly resolved that all PVTG habitations must get full infrastructure. Not only telecom infrastructure, but all social infrastructure, all physical infrastructure. And this is very much a part of that. 2595 habitations have been planned, 1716 towers have been planned, out of which the Orissa number here today is 331. All these 331 towers in 426 habitations are all PVTG. There is not a single one which is not PVTG. The total number of towers in Odisha is 4,511, covering 6064 habitations. But of that, the subset is 331 towers covering 426 habitations, all PVTG. And it's a commitment to do this as soon as possible. Yes, there are right-of-way issues. There are some areas where we have issues with regard to land allocation, but we are working at that to complete it as soon as possible.
Dr. Sumer Singh Solanki. Dr. Sumer Singh Solanki, fifth supplementary and last.
धन्यवाद माननीय उपसभापति.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. Sir, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, the country has seen communication revolution, and I belong to a hilly area in Madhya Pradesh where the network coverage is diminishing day by day, and I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that in the tribal and backward areas, the network towers are being installed, and the efforts are being done to give communication facilities to the hilly and tribal areas in Madhya Pradesh by when this work will be completed. I would like to assure the honorable member that we have allocated 2,202 villages where 1,150 towers will be installed, and at present in 981 villages 783 towers have already been installed, and as far as tribal areas are concerned, 138 towers have been installed, been decided to be installed in the villages, and this work will be completed as soon as possible. As I told, in July 2024, the list has been received from the Tribal Affairs Ministry. We have also done the survey, and we are going ahead in this direction. This work will be completed as soon as possible.
माननीय मंत्री जी.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 34 उत्तर सदन के पटल पे रखा है.
Answer has been laid on the table of the House, sir. Honorable Chairman, sir, Pandharpur Wari has the tradition of 1,000 years, and it has to be included in the intangible cultural heritage list of UNESCO. My question pertains to that. The Pandharpur Wari has the annual pilgrimage, and this tradition has been going on for thousands of years, and many people belonging to various religions and communities go there, and every year 10 lakh pilgrims visit this area. They come from Maharashtra, they come from Andhra Pradesh. Sir, this tradition of Varkari sect relates to Eknath Maharaj Ji and Sant Tukoba Rai, and such sages have enriched the land of Maharashtra, and we see today a very socially rich Maharashtra, and the reason is that this tradition has taught them the lesson of love and brotherhood. My question is that this tradition, which is culturally and socially rich, what is being done to include this site in the intangible cultural heritage site of UNESCO, whether any steps will be taken to do the same? Thank you, sir. India's culture is full of diversity, and we have many such traditions, festivals, and celebrations that are the part of our tradition for years together, and this provides India the image of one unified country. In the list of intangible cultural heritage list, there is a long process of including the sites in that, whether the either the state government can give the proposal directly to the government of India or to the Sangeet Natak Academy, that is the nodal agency, and this agency reviews it, and after that this is included in the national inventory list, and after that the government of India decides to earmark that particular location as the culturally heritage site of UNESCO. 15 such places have been included in this list so far, and in the years to come, as per the tradition, a country can include only a certain number of sites in a year, and this year we I would like to say that in 2023 we had proposed for it, and now we have decided that Diwali festival will be included in this list, and in the times to come we will have many such more proposals that will be brought in the cognizance of the government of India, and in the times to come we will be nominating such festivals or traditions to be included in this list. Sir, this Warkari sect has the tradition which is explained in the form of poetry, which is called Abhang. Sant Tukaram Maharaj has been mentioned here, and my second question is that this Abhang tradition of Sant Tukaram ji is there, whether there is any proposal to digitally documentize this particular sect, whether any creative steps will be taken to do the same. Sir, I would like to inform the Honorable Minister while thanking him, member while thanking him that we have various parts of our culture that are being forgotten day by day, and the government is trying to preserve them, and the honorable member has raised this question before all of us here today. The Sangeet Natak Academy has collaborated with the local administration as well as the temple trust, and we have conducted a program called Jagat Guru Pravaha, and we also would like to tell that the government of India has increased the budget, and all such manuscripts that are ever legacy for thousands of years, we have decided to digitize them, and in the times to come, with the limited resources, we will be trying to include them in the list of intangible cultural heritage by digitizing them. Sir, this is a very important question which pertains to Maharashtra, raised by our honorable member, and I belong to this area. And Pandharpur Wari is not a festival there. Actually, it is celebrated for 15 to 20 days. People walk on foot and they come to Pandharpur from far-flung areas. And for the first time, the mantra of equality was created. There is no difference pertaining to caste, communities, etc. And these are very simple people. Please take some efforts regarding these people. If you will do that, we all will sign this proposal. This is very important to bring it in this list. Will you be doing that? I would like to ask the Honorable Minister. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, while answering the main question, I had told that there are many such festivals in Indian culture. Honorable member raised this point here. I would like to say, yes, the Pandharpur Wari is way beyond the caste system. It does away with the caste system in the society. And as the honorable member asked, I had said that there are many such festivals in the country, like the Mahakumbh, which does away with the caste system, and the Kumbh Mela is going on at present. About 45 crore people will visit this Mela in 45 days. Nobody asks anybody's caste, community, etc. No such discussion takes place there. And nobody asks the social status of another person. They all come together, and such festivals are celebrated across the country, where there is no question of asking the caste, community, religion of a person. Only the devotion and belief is the guiding factor, and these are such festivals that are celebrated across the country. And yes, we will try to support such festivals more and more, and we keep making efforts towards it. I said that the culture ministry has collaborated with the local administration as well as the temple trust, and we are making continuous efforts regarding preserving these traditions, and we'll keep making such efforts. As I said that in the first phase of this process, we have got this proposal, and we'll take the decision as the time comes, and we'll be informing you all. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. In Maharashtra, there is Ajanta Ellora caves related to Gautam Buddha ji, and there is also the Karam Bhumi of Ambedkar ji, Shambhaji Nagar. We also have the sacred land related to Guru Gobind Singh ji, and also the village of Dr. Harihar ji. Also, there is Vasar temple of Saraswati, and also the Gurudwara in Vidarbha, and there is also ancient Shalivahan corridor which links the ancient heritage, and I had given you a request regarding the same, and I would like to ask that this corridor which I mentioned, whether the culture ministry is taking any steps to include this particular site in the list. Since the question is not related with the question as well as the ministry, I would like to say that while answering the question related to the tourism ministry, I had said that these proposals come under the ambit of the state government, and I had written a letter to the state government, and I would like to inform the honorable member that we have sent a letter to Maharashtra government, and you can discuss it with the Maharashtra government, and in the designated schemes, they will definitely be considered.
Honorable Minister, that whether government has planned to include the natural heritage site and cultural heritage site like Gandhamardan mountain range, Bhim Pahad Hills, Chandeli Pahad Hills of Balangir district in the state of Odisha.
माननीय
and
निरंजन जी,
Mahendragiri.
ये सवाल जुड़ा है
Honorable Niranji, this question relates to Sant Tukaram Wari Pandharpur. Your question is different. You have asked a different question. If you have any question which pertains to this basic question, you can ask. Rajiv Shukla ji, last supplementary. Sir, the Honorable Minister has mentioned the UNESCO list, and in the same manner he also talked about the heritage list. If we see Angkor Wat, million of tourists go there. We have great traditions, great festivals, and he said that he is trying to include festival Diwali in this list. Holi, Diwali, Vasant Panchami, it is celebrated across the country. I would like to ask, you can see Madurai Meenakshi temple. Why can it not be included in the cultural heritage site of UNESCO? I would like to ask what other heritage sites or the festivals can be included in this list. Sir, Don't do this. You are trying to ridicule your own members. This is not right. I would like to know that. Sir, this is in the answer. That is why I am asking, what other heritage sites are you trying to get included in the UNESCO list? Sir, I respect the feelings of the honorable member. I respect the feelings of both the members. And I would like to submit that to get a site registered under the tangible or the untangible list, a country can send only one proposal in a year. I would like to draw the attention of the honorable member. He has asked the question, but I guess he is busy with the another member even now. Your answer will be recorded. Sir, I would like to draw the attention of both the houses and I would like to submit that there is a great scope of coordination in the Indian culture, and for tangible sites only one proposal can be moved by a particular country in 1 year. And the honorable member talked about Angkor Wat. I would like to tell that ASI of Government of India has taken steps regarding that, and the honorable foreign minister is sitting here. I would like to say that we have tried to restore the Angkor Wat temple, but even then we have many such tangible assets in our country that under the limitation of giving one proposal in a year, we prepare a list and we have been doing it for the last 4-5 years every year. And 2024 the World Heritage Committee had its meeting in India, and Assam's Vedang has been included in the World Heritage Site. And in the intangible category, we have the opportunity once in 2 years to give our proposal. And if we want to get anything registered under multiple heritage site, there is no such limit. Earlier Government of India had nominated Navroj, and it was included in the intangible assets. And to inscribe it, we have multilateral assets, and this can be done by the Government of India.
Motion moved by Srimati Kiran Chaudhary on the 3rd February 2025 and amendments moved thereto. On the 4th February 2025, Sri Devendra Pratap Singh had not concluded his speech while participating in the discussion. Therefore, I call upon Sri Devendra Pratap Singh to continue his speech on motion of thanks on the President's address. Maniya Devendra ji.
Honorable Devendra ji. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, I would like to thank you for giving me an opportunity again. The President's address is a document of government's policies and a framework for future plans. This is a constitutional process in which the progress of the country is reflected upon. Honorable President in her address has talked about farmers and agriculture. Honorable Deputy Chairman Sir, I was listening to the speech of Honorable Srimati Ranjit Ranjan ji, and the way she said that farmers are committing suicide and they are in a very miserable condition. Through you, I would like to tell her that people belonging to farmers' families have seen those times in Congress regime when despite having worked very hard in the fields, when they used to take their crops in the market, they had to sell their crops in throwaway prices. And the farmers found it very difficult to take care of their families, and they had no other option but to migrate to other states and other cities in search of small jobs. When Honorable Atal Bihari ji created a new state, it was ensured that crops are procured, and Chhattisgarh, which is called a bowl of paddy, he ensured that nobody went hungry, and food distribution system was started, and this plan was implemented in such a smooth manner that there was a record production in Chhattisgarh, a record production of paddy. Last time, 145 lakh metric tons of paddy was produced, and this was made possible because our government gave remunerative prices to paddy growers, and we gave them 3,100 rupees per quintal. All the promises that were made to the farmers, they were met, and 13 lakh farmers were given 2 years of outstanding bonus. Because of all these efforts, in the last session, 49,000 crores of rupees were transferred to the accounts of farmers, and paddy is being procured at a very rapid pace, and the amount of support price is being transferred to the accounts of farmers, and our government is giving them 800 rupees as an input assistance. This amount was transferred to their account in February month. Along with this, in the state, for landless agricultural laborers, we have started Deen Dayal Upadhyay scheme for the welfare of such laborers, and under this scheme, 5,62,000 landless agricultural laborers were given 10,000 rupees per month, and this is a result of our good intentions. And in Chhattisgarh, the farmers are very prosperous, and migration to other states has come to a stop, and people are investing in agriculture because they are getting very good income from their farms. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, through you, your time is about to come to an end. Please conclude. You have already taken enough time for your maiden speech. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, tribal communities have always played a very important role in the progress of the nation, but I feel anguished today that a senior member of Loksatta and a senior member of Rajyasabha have used derogatory language towards our president. These derogatory remarks have not only humiliated the president, but these have hurt the feelings of the people of tribal communities. This is an insult not only to an individual, but it is an insult to the dignity of tribal communities. Every true citizen of the country is determined to honor the president of the country. The president is not only the first citizen of the country, but they are a symbol of our pride. And we would condemn all these derogatory remarks, and we will ensure that the constitutional dignity of the country is maintained. With these words, I would conclude. Thank you.
Shri S.D. Devgowda ji. Sir, while sitting.
Respected Chairman, sir, With your kind permission, I would like to sit and speak. Sir, first of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Their Excellency, the President, who delivered her speech in the joint parliament session. I am supremely happy. In her speech, she has mentioned several programs and policies which is going to be implemented by the government, her government. Sir, I am a villager. I studied in a primary school in a small village. There is no even sitting tables in the ground. With such background I came. 30 years I was in the legislature. It was only Kannada. I was an opposition leader. I always used to speak in Kannada. 30 years. Now I came to Parliament about 33 years back. I am a member of this House for 6 years. This 4.5 years. Another 1 more year is left. I don't know whether I complete my full term.
Sir, the whole house is with you. You will complete the full term and be still in a position to bless us. We wish you long life, sir.
I am
long life.
When I came to Delhi, all my colleagues in Delhi asked me to speak only in Kannada because to give more importance to Kannada language. I am the only member who won the battle because all the 23 Congress, I am Janta. There are so many important people. Siddhaya Puranik, Bade Kundri, Lankesh, all these people, they have given me a felicitation. They forced me to speak in Kannada. But I came to Delhi, then Speaker in the Loksattha was Shivraj Patil. I went and requested him, sir, I will speak in Kannada. Somebody who takes translation should be there in the table. He said, you must speak in English. Whether you can speak good English or bad English, you must. This is advice Shivraj Patil gave. Then I started, sir. I became Chief Minister. Then I became Prime Minister. Chief Minister is on my own struggle. I got the majority. And I became the Chief Minister. I know how to run the administration. not a single mistake. I have not allowed my ministers when I came to Delhi. Delhi was forced. I never wanted to come to Delhi. Sir, do you know what happened? My ministers have not given a cup of tea when I was become the Prime Minister because of the coalition. Not a cup of, because they all want. In 18 months I have kept them. Not a single mistake to be committed. They have not given a cup of tea. That is the background. Sir, I have seen in the 64 years the President address and the Governor address. In the 64 years. Now I must congratulate the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, selected a backward woman as the President. I must congratulate. She came to Bangalore. Karge ji has come. I am happy. He is we are good friends. She came to Bangalore. She requested me. I told her, no problem. I am not committed to anybody. No, she had some whatever little lunch in my house. And I promised she, with the support of all others, she became the president. Now I don't want to comment in what circumstances, how the opposition took this stand when this new parliament bhavan inaugurated. I don't want to go to all those things. But the point is, this is a policy document. Now, the budget session, the budget will be discussed. Honorable members of this House all have got their own views. Sir, yes. In 2014, Modi ji Sahab became the Prime Minister. There is a big challenge between me and him. In Chikbalapur, when he attacked me, I retaliated. If you get your majority to form the government, I will resign from the parliament. I am going to win the battle on my own. Then he got 272 or 74. First time, 214. Vajpayee it was a coalition government. Narsimha Rao, also coalition government. So mine, you know, that is a coalition government. First time, Modi ji has got the majority. Then I went and handed over the. Directly I could have gone to speaker and handed over. Because the conversation between me and him in the election, I went there and handed over. He actually requested me, caught hold of my hands. You are the only experienced man with this age in election. Myself and Sonia Gandhi had lot of bitter attacks. She is going to retire or I am going to keep that controversies in the election. It has always happened. Don't take it seriously, you should not. He caught hold of my hands, he told, and then he persuaded, I agreed. Sir, my friend is also sitting. I am happy. We formed the government in Karnataka. My son was the chief minister. Kargeji is here. To come here, you are also responsible. I have got good relationship with Kargeji. He is the president of the party. He is struggling, fighting. I know you have done your best. But now you have understood whether in this country how all the regional parties can come together, solidly support one leader and remove the what you call a government, it's a communal government, a government which is going to destroy the democratic system, federal system, so many things. Yes? My son was removed. He knows that. I will leave it at that stage. I don't want to talk much. Yes, in the last leg of my life, I do agree. Earlier I was a congressman. I was denied the ticket because of fight of the leadership in Congress. I contested as an independent. Now I am sitting here as a Janata Party single man. One member with the support of NDA. I am boldly saying, with the support of NDA, my son contested and he is the minister. I admit there is nothing to hide. The country must understand what I speak. This may be the last speech. Sir, this is a policy document where several issues have been mentioned. Modi ji today, he, in the third phase of election, he was unable to get the majority of his party. I do agree. Kargeji's leadership worked so hard he was unable to get 240 or something. But before the election, I was in India, not after the election. We jointly addressed the public meeting, Modi ji and myself, in Karnataka. Why? A person who was there for 62 years as a secular leader, all right. What secularism I don't want to now analyze in this house. I don't want to analyze who are secular, who are non-secular, who are went to take the support of the BJP, or those people who are supporting in BJP, who went to their doors, who went to Shiv Sena, all these things I can quote. I don't want to tell the names of anybody. I don't want to hurt the names of anybody. All the people who are sitting, whichever political party they may belong, how, in what circumstance things has happened, I can analyze. Sir, I don't want to go beyond certain points which I myself try to realize. I don't want to hurt anybody. Now, in the third election, that is 2014, 2019, 2019 more than 300 seats Modi ji has got. In the third phase of election, 240 seats or 40 seats. Yes. But so many other regional party leaders have collected, and about 305 or 303 seats, it has been proved on the floor of the House. There is no question of taking any confidence, but actually it has been submitted to the President and Prime Minister has not appointed any vice chairman. In UPA government, there was not the Prime Minister, there was a Vice Chairman also, or what we will call in the political system. It is left to them. The power center was with the chairman. He has not allowed anybody to handle and meddle with the power center. Now in 2024, when Modi ji has got 248 seats, when other political parties, Chandrababu Naidu, and I am reading in newspaper.
Concluding.
Sir,
Kharge ji,
please.
Honorable former
I am
Prime
not
Minister is
making
concluding.
it.
Please, sir.
Chandrababu Naidu wants to become Vice Chairman. Chandrababu Naidu wants to become the Vice Chairman or Chairman of the committee formed by all NDA parties. Modi ji has said no. Nothing to do. Chandrababu Naidu, who supports this government, which is MPs, 26 MPs, or I don't know, he wants to become the chairman. Modi has not agreed. He knows how to run the administration. He has got experience as Prime Minister, as Chief Minister, and he is the only tallest leader in this country who can run the country without any oscillation or
Thank you,
any
sir.
type of.
Thank you.
Sir, please, if you tell truth, you should take it. If you attack me, I welcome. If I tell any untruth, please, sir, here, the President of India has delivered the speech. In her speech, sir, I have gone through several points. Please, sir. Now,
Something or other.
Now, sir, please, the government, what they have said is, the highest priority is given to the poor, middle,
Because of our support.
youth and women. In the second page, the highest priority. Sir,
Parliament members, many di- great leaders of the country were handcuffed and they were also chained. And for them to talk about constitution, I think that it doesn't suit them. Sir, for the lust of power and for the ego of one particular family, many of the families of the country were destroyed and the country was converted into a prison. It was a very long struggle. They feel that they are great, but they had to accept the power of the common people of the country. They had to resign to the will of the people. And with the power of the common people of the country, emergency was revoked, and it was only the result of the efforts of the common people of this country. Honorable Khadge ji, recites very nice poetry and couplets before you. And he really enjoys reciting couplets. And Honorable Chairman, sir, you also enjoyed that. I also had read one couplet. Those who create a spectacle, they don't know the reality. They don't know how many storms have we faced to light this lamp. How many storms have we faced to light this lamp? Honorable Chairman, sir. Khargeji is a very senior leader and I have a lot of respect for him. He has spent a very long life in the service of the people. Be it Sharad Rao ji or Khadge ji or Dev Gowda ji, these people have lived in extraordinary conditions. Khadge ji, you won't be hearing such great things in your own party. That is the reason I am telling you all this. This time I was seeing that Khadge ji was reciting poetry here, and whatever he was telling here, and you also asked him the source of the poetry, when this poetry was recited. He knew when this poetry was written. But the condition is that the Congress party cannot speak in their own house, and they thought that this is the right platform. Let me recite the couplet or the poetry here. So, through a poetry by Gopal Das Neeraj, he portrayed the condition of his own party here. Sir, today I would like to recite some lines by the same poet Neeraj before Khadge ji here. During the Congress regime, Neeraj ji had written these lines. He had said that there is a lot of darkness all around. The sun must rise. Now the sun must rise. It doesn't matter how will this happen, but it's very important that the weather changes, the conditions change. And in that era of the Congress government, Neeraj ji had composed this poetry. In 1970, when Congress was all pervasive, during that time, Neeraj ji published another compilation of poetry. The title was Fir Deep Jalega, that is, the lamp will be lighted again. And in that, he had said, "O my country, do not be dejected." He had said, "O my country, do not be dejected. We'll have the lamp lighted again. We'll have the darkness dispelled again. And see our good fortune." Our inspiration, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, had also said 40 years back, the sun will rise, the darkness will dispel, and the lotus flower will bloom. Respected Neeraj ji recited these lines, and till the time Congress government was there, we had darkness all around. For decades together, the conditions remained the same. Honorable Chairman, sir, to empower the poor people, the amount of work that has been done in our regime, it had never happened before. The empowerment of the poor